Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Ghana's best TV talk show, Citizen Show, and I'm your host, Kwame Edu. And on today's segment on Voice of the People, we are here to talk about a very sensitive area of discussions female headquarters, popularly known as Kayayes in Ghana. And on today's show, I have here an incredible panel of experts and individuals who will shed more light on these areas of discussion. We're going to talk about their needs, their risks, vulnerabilities, and some forms of protection that are available or might be rendered to these KIAs. So let me introduce my panel members, starting right.
I'm
my right.
Juliet Ajo. Miriam Boklu. Celestino Joe.
Bernard Coleman.
And I'm Esther Peolodote.
All right. So to have an in-depth knowledge of what's actually happening on ground, here is a video.
So I'm here with one of the headquarters, Nakatoya Felton.
Right now.
Since I was actually here, how ben I am,
How they a dose man. Comfort me Koreanema, Sika and Abibia, Utimi the Ho and a Jupranom baby out for, and I will be no more dear. Baby, I think they
Inti Semope or how Mope Mbwabia Mwaben Sana, per se.
Some obimo to me for obimo no more for sua nsɛm dwuma service ɛno so ɛboa nti ɛno bi mu betumi aboa yɛn nyinaa yɛn nuama a wɔwɔ market nyinaa wɔn betumi aboa yɛn.
Okay, ndi ɛyɛ daase.
Yɛn nso daase.
Children, who against all odds also find themselves at the forefront of this social issue. Meet the courageous children who navigate the challenging world of Kayaye as they defy expectations and inspire us all.
Rosemary. And I want to say Azuma, waiting for you saying
10 years.
wait the 10 years. What could school da?
9.
What could school da? Who Jai was class then?
2.
Class 2. No go school eh?
Color money.
Collect money. I didn't say who Jai.
Me ma me se me papa scanner ko.
Enti unya school abeko.
Aye.
Enti answer na obeye Kayaye no. Na woko school no o pese o den in future no that you pese o ye adwuma ben.
Me be na.
Quite interesting. I will move to the second person. Within the thing.
Rosemary.
Waiting for you saying
10 years.
go school da. We Jai na da soko.
Aje.
I didn't say who Jai.
Min enka mi ma me hwe me wu ni ntini antini ede me ba.
One thing na de oba ha. Enti umami wu ye enti na mo de oba ha.
So your friend me kwam na your friend who say your friend saying.
Nadia.
Now one say.
Munira.
Muhira. Oh, okay. Eti edwuma na mo ye no. Eya ohaw bi wo ho ana, eya mo fa ohaw bi mu ana. Ohaw ben said yen.
So we bet my for kaya. We bet my for kaya no do akọ. Onu be di just no dey akọ onye good.
Oh no good. Aha. And na mete say eya mo nanti bom. Aha, musuro say eya obi be fam. Enti mente ase ye nti wo dey cheche.
Odu be ko ni fie. So di wo ko fie a try so be ye obi bi bwane. Ntina ya ye nanti.
How Emwa ben na osha anka unya anka aban ne bema wo ene wo kaya yo
na almost sana no be boy no mo akosku no omo ambaka ye ne ana ye gina wo se ye ko pejuma na omo di ahye djuma na ma ye wi ye na na scan ni en sa ye de be tina sa ye djuma te pese omo boy.
All right. So from the video, we noticed that these guys are vulnerable to some things and want to know what are the needs of this guy.
They live in overcrowded areas where theft cases as well as abuse cases occur. And so if safe housing can be provided for these girls, it will really help to reduce this problem. Also, they lack formal education, that's they need formal education. Some of these Kayaye girls also want to work and earn a living for themselves, but because they lack skills training to be able to do this, it actually reduces their employment opportunities. So if all these needs are being given to these Kayaye girls, it will reduce their vulnerabilities.
Yes, yes. I really agree with Maya on this. Well, we've heard some of the needs of these Kayayes. Let's delve into some of the factors that makes Kayayes vulnerable. So Celestine will take us through.
I will put it as a cultural practice. It's like a norm that these girls have been accustomed to. So the ideology is that once I'm facing hardship, so these girls migrate from the north. So once I'm facing hardship in the north, my first point of let's say a breakthrough is to come down to Accra or these urban centers, Kumasi, to earn a living. So they engage in these headquarters, right?
Yeah, carrying heavy load.
Yeah. So basically, I wouldn't say there is lack of resources in the north. There are resources, but um, it's it's not adequate. I should put it that way.
Okay.
So poverty plays a major role in making these women or girls vulnerable. So they engage in any menial activity just to earn a living. And to talk about gender, women, um, we are naturally feeble or weak, if I should say.
Looking at some physical features and biological nature of women, not judging, but we can tell that in cases where they are being coerced or physically abused or sexually abused, it will be difficult for them to resist or restrain from it. So I think yes, their gender can play a role in the vulnerability of a career. Yeah, so I think from the video we noticed two young females who were under the ages of 15. Yes, yes, I might say. Yes, I think can you also talk about that? Is age vulnerability?
So at a young age, you are easily coerced because you barely know anything. So the least thing, you just give in. So these young girls face a lot of sexual harassment and sexual abuse. So per our interactions, we got to know that there have been cases where they've been harassed by men, and it's appalling, I must say.
Yes, it's a serious situation, a very dire one. I think they don't also go to school. Yes. All right. So now we know some of their vulnerabilities. Let's know what dangers these carriers are exposed to. Um,
Thank you very much. These female reporters face many dangers. So we can talk about the health risk. These female reporters they work in a very hard um, under a very hard condition, and which give them a neck pain and backache, and this thing can result as a result of that you can say it's muscular skeletal issues,
issues. Yeah.
and also they get psychological issues too. So moving on, we want to talk about the sexual harassment. Sometimes they get sexually abused by their employer and sometimes their customers, and also they get stigmatized because people don't really see them as part of us. They see them as they are from the urban areas. They are from they are from the rural areas, and they are not really part of us. So that's
Yeah, so
basically
looking
what
at all these needs, their vulnerabilities, and some of the risks that they are exposed to, I think we should actually see if there are some protections available to them, or if there are some that we can actually recommend for them. So then I'll give it to our next panelist, Bernard, to continue for us.
Okay, talking about the protection, I think there are laws to protect these Kayaye in Ghana. I'll let my colleagues start with their laws first, and then I'll talk about their interventions.
All right, all right.
Thank you very much. For their laws, we have some laws which protect the rights of these Kayayis in Ghana. We have the labor law, which ensures that they receive or they have fair pay from their employers. We have one, two, which is the anti-discriminatory laws. This prevents discriminatory practices amongst these Kayaye because they are really discriminated. They are really discriminated a lot in Ghana. and they are really not respected because of their work or what they do in Ghana. And then we also have the child labor law. According to one of the videos from our reporters, one of these Kayayes are under the age or are 10 and 9. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Yeah,
We saw
they're
that.
10 and 9, which is not right for such people to be engaging in such activities. So these laws are put in place to prevent all this from happening and to also help protect their rights in the country.
All right.
All right, so um, with I'll be tackling the initiatives that have been put in place to help these guys in Ghana.
Okay.
Okay, so first we have shelters in Ghana, Kai shelters. We have one at Tudu, and the most popular one is at Agbogbuloshi shelter for Kai, and we have another one also in Kumasi. So
Kumasi.
yeah, we have a lot of them in Ghana. And if you could bear with me, recently the chief of the Ghana Dangbe state, the Ghana chief, sorry, has come out talking against the government building shelters for these guys. He doesn't see it as a temporary solution, though, for tackling Kaye issues in Ghana, because the more you build these shelters for them, you just know that you are implying that more should come and more should be accommodated into these shelters. Okay, so also there's another initiative implemented by NGOs and other stakeholders who are involved in protecting these Kayes. We also have the economic initiative. We have the Kaye scheme. We also have Kaye associations. So Kaye have been grouped under these associations, and then this helps in monitoring them. So once you are under a certain association, you report to this association, and then when you have a problem, you can directly go to them, and then your problem can be targeted and be solved for you.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's all we have for today's segment on Voice of the People. Kaya is hardworking female who migrates from rural areas to urban areas to find a means of living. It's a wrap. See you same time next week.